Hello everyone, Kier here, and welcome to the InfiNOT podcast. I'm focused on the casual nature of the game, and each week I discuss the new patch, the new card, and my feelings on the game. Let's hop into it. So, you're probably noticing that this is coming out on Sunday, and I really don't have a better excuse other than it was my fiance's birthday, so I didn't get around to recording. Good news is, this week is pretty light. We have a new card in Anti-Venom and a new location in Our Lady of Saints. So let's start with Anti-Venom, shall we? Anti-Venom is a 4/7 that says, on reveal, set the cost and power of your deck's top card to 0. And when I first saw this card, I think my impression was that it was just going to be good and on reveal lists. I was thinking it has a lot of the same logic that Misery has, in that if you have something that you don't care about the power anyway, then this card is going to give you a ton of value. And it seems like that is proving to be true, although there are some other people that are like saying that this card is just good in anything, right? Like, you're going to be drawing that card anyway, so having it cost 0 is huge. Where do I think it's going to land? I'm still not sure. I'm personally not getting this card. I mentioned at the beginning of the season, I am very, low on resources, so I'm trying to build those up. And with a card like this, that isn't necessary to an archetype or doesn't fascinate me with a particular combo, I'm going to skip on this one. But I do think that this card has a ton of value in your, big Magic sort of combo lists. This could save you a turn where Magic could do the same thing, right? By making your Iron Man 0 cost in your Living Tribunal, or making your Odin 0 cost in your On Reveal deck. This also has a lot of value in a negative deck. How many backups should you have in a negative deck is a great question. Because, you could throw Jubilee or a number of other cards like Iron Lad in there, but Anti-Venom is cool because you already have cards that have 0 power in that deck, like, Sage, for example. And making that 0 cost is just insane. So, yeah, really, really good card. If this is something that you might be interested in, I'd say get it. It really opens the door to a lot of crazy combos. I'm just not a fan of those lists as much as I am steady, consistent value. That being said, we can move on to the new location, which is Lady of Saints. And it says, when your revealed cards fill this, merge them into a symbiote. And this has a different sort of dynamic than something like Clintar, which just automatically does it on 4. I will say, with Shadow King in the meta, you almost don't want to fill it. Like, the idea with this is you can fill it, have all that power there, and then continue to put more cards, but Shadow King is really dangerous, and Shang-Chi is also really dangerous, so it's more of a gambit if you think it's going to be worth it. I think it's really powerful, too, in a list that can fill it really quickly. Like, Zoo probably doesn't mind this anyway, but I don't know. Really interesting dynamic. I like it better than Clintar, because at least you have a choice. Like, with Clintar, I often feel like, well, I want to keep my speed active, so I'm going to put him in another location. But this gives you more control, so yeah, really interesting. Really like it. And just to round out this week, I wasn't originally going to talk about this, but I really want to make sure that this is worth listening to. They did just announce the War of the Nine Realms coming up next month for the Season Pass, and I'll go over the cards that were announced. I'm not going to try to give my review before they're out, but Surtur is a 3/3 that says after you play a card with 10 plus power, this gains +3 power. Frigga is a 3/3 that says on reveal, add a copy of the last card you played to your hand if able. Malekith is a 4/6 that says on reveal, add a 1, 2, or 3 cost card from your deck here. It reveals at the end of the game. Fenris Rolf, which is a 2/3 that says activate. Resurrect the highest power discarded or destroyed enemy card to your side of this location. Gore, which is a 6 -1 that says ongoing +2 power for each on reveal card in play. And King Aetri, which is a 1/2 that says activate, draw a card that didn't start your deck. It should be noted that Surtur is going to be the season pass card from the looks of it, and it looks very powerful. This season is also going to bring back Deadpool's Diner, so keep that in mind. They're going to have, sort of a Thanksgiving thing. And the last thing that I wanted to cover with the new season coming out is they have some albums that are going to be released, and I don't know how to say this, but 2 of the new albums that are coming out have 100% new variants, which means in order to complete the album, you have to buy like 140,000 gold or whatever. It's ridiculous. Like I think it's 14,000 gold. That's ridiculous. Like that's stupid. The amount of gold that you have to invest in order to complete it. Like other than the most whaliest of whales, I don't know who would go for it personally, but maybe I just don't understand the appeal. Like there's the one that I'm slightly excited for is Even Heroes Get Hungry. There's a bunch of really cute variants with, a bunch of superheroes eating food. There's one with a life that's really funny. It has a life sort of clutching for a cow that looks scared out of its mind. It's very funny. But, like, who's going to spend 8,000 gold to get all the variants? I don't know. It's a weird thing. I wish that they would be more aware of the amount that you'd have to spend. That's a lot. That's a lot of money. So, I don't know. Not a huge fan of the new albums coming out in particular, but I am excited for the new cards. They seem very unique, very powerful. I'm probably going to invest more into this season than I would, into next season than I would this season. So I'm probably going to be picking up at least 2 of these cards, I have a feeling. But anyway, that's everything that I have to talk about this week. Again, I apologize for it being late. Some things are out of your control in life, so I hope that you'll forgive me. And if there's one thing you can remember, it's that I'm InfiNOT. Thanks for listening.